Hello. I'm just totally trying to work out this angle here. Just because I don't like to be super far away from the camera. What's up? Hello. And I am doing $1 readings. So just a small price, either through PayPal or Venmo for really any question that you have. There's no time limit, so it's kind of an in-depth look to just get an overall understanding or answer if you're searching for one. So all of that, and I'm still kind of getting the setup ready. I just got back from dinner, so I'm like running late. Let's see. We are doing $1 readings for any question that you may have for any topic. And there's no time limit either, so it's just $1 through either PayPal or Venmo. And then you can just go ahead and submit your question too. And I'm just only doing them for $1 today. Just a small energetic exchange. Hello. So the readings right now for the live stream, they are only $1 for any question that you want. Now, if you submit anything more than $1, it is a donation. Even the payments themselves are just funneled directly towards the channel. So I just today bought some like Mac computer type of thing to help with the video rendering process, because that's why I just haven't not been posting any videos. I've been doing live streams, so I don't have to render anything, but that's about to change. So any forms of payments and donations, they all just go towards any runes and decks. I also just bought some of these really cool runes, if you would like to see. They're actually all copper, and they're like gold with metal black detailing. I don't know, they're really sick. So thank you for the donation, and I'm trying to get logged into everything so I can see the form payments coming through. Just 1 second. I'm trying to log into Venmo. Sorry, I had to like disconnect twice. I got my confirmation code wrong. I had it switched a little bit, so I'm just trying to log into Venmo so I can see some of those payments, but I do have PayPal pulled up here. Let me go ahead and move this situation over. Oh wow, thank you so much for those donations. Those are totally plenty, so Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. I'm still trying to tweak this camera angle. This whole piece of furniture is probably gonna go soon, so not much longer having to deal with it. We love a versatile. So thank you, Doa Ibrahim. I hope I say your name right. But thank you for the donation. If you guys have any questions, if you want any cute little readings, you know, we can do any kind of questions if you have. And also, Tia Shanta Latham, if I said your name right. Thank you for your donation, both of you. If you guys have any questions, shout them out. I will be happy to oblige the favor. I'm just accepting these payments. I do see your question just popped up here. Do you see if Tim and I will ever connect romantically? Alright, sorry, I'm just trying to go back so I can make sure I keep everyone in order here. Okay, so DI, we'll take that for you. And your question was if Tim and you will ever connect romantically. D. Okay, D. Will Tim and D ever connect romantically? Will D and Tim ever connect romantically? So we are doing $1 readings if you're just joining us. So if you pay through PayPal or Venmo, you get a chance for those readings. Actually, you secure your spot in line, of course, for them. So. All right. Alright, so the first question for D, will Tim and D connect romantically? Spirit, please give me one card clarifying, will D and Tim connect romantically? Spirit, will D and Tim connect romantically? Please give me one card, no reversals. Will D and Tim connect romantically? Will D and Tim connect romantically? Spirit, will D and Tim connect romantically? No reversals, please. I am just shuffling and I'll go ahead and turn them over together. Spirit, will D and Tim connect romantically? Will they connect romantically? Okay, so D, will you and Tim connect romantically? If you are just joining, these are $1 readings. Anything above that is just a donation towards the channel, towards the decks and everything, all the runes. So thank you for everyone who's been donating, but they are $1 through Venmo or PayPal. D, should you and Tim connect romantically? Will you? We have express your love, and we also have the 5 of Cups. So cups are water sign energies, very romantic, and it is the 5 of Cups, vision, So if you're seeing yourself romantically with this person, I feel like they are also picking up on those energies, and they're also considering and feeling the same way towards you. Since this is a whole group. But also with express your love, it's something that's giving you a green light to open up and at least talk about it or acknowledge it, share it, nurture it. And with the Five of Cups is something that is, it stands out from the rest, of course, so maybe something about you is really recognizable for your person as well. We have okay, so we have the King of Swords. So air sign energies, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We are coming. Oh, okay. Uh, I'm also hearing Virgo for some reason. But with this King of Swords, they could be air sign energies, but this is also someone who's very intelligent, someone who is very intuitive. This person is on the same page with you. The King of Swords is also a really good communicator, giving you more of a green light to actually maybe even make vocal conversation about the connection or just draw attention to it. I do see that here. We also have the Six of Wands energy, which is kind of a preoccupied type of situation. And the King of Swords may not also be someone who openly talks about things as well, but I feel like this person knows that you're wanting to advance the relationship. We have the Hierophant clarifying all of that. This card talks about commitment. This is the card of marriage as well. So we'll get a couple more cards here to clarify Tim's energy. We'll ask if Tim will reach out to you. Spirit, will Tim reach out to Dee anytime soon? And if not, what is blocking him from doing so? I don't know if this person spends a lot of time outside or if they work outside or something, but I'm also hearing too, because I asked these next three cards, I asked when will Tim be reaching out to you, and also if he's not willing to reach out right now, what's kind of causing that blockage. Well, the first card that we have is the Hanged Man. So Virgo energy did come out very clearly here. I was just about, mentioning that I started to feel those energies. The Hanged Man is someone who is not really making progress, but in this deck, it's a very, very zen energy, where like I kind of get like Avatar vibes, like Airbender, not the blue ones. I don't know, just the clothing in this outfit. So this person could be connecting to certain elements right now. This person could be really in a crossroads in their life as far as choosing what direction they want to take themselves in. They could have several different opportunities approaching them right now. With that, we have what I was getting with this Hanged Man, and also the King of Wands came out in the reverse. So this person doesn't want you to think that they're holding any kind of resentment or grudge towards you. This person is just kind of feeling a little bit burnt out, may need some time of removal for themselves or from the world around them. But I feel like they're feeling really passionate about whatever kind of opportunities they may have right now, especially if this connection is itself. I feel like this person is really knowing and is aware of the attraction to this, but they could kind of need a breath to themselves before they decide to go into commitment mode, because we did have the Hierophant out here along with the Six of Wands energy. So this person wants progression, but in order to move forward, if they decide to engage in this relationship, which I feel like a part of them really wants to, this person is having to just also take a look at themselves. But with the Hanged Man and also the King of Wands, which is a very kind of bachelor energy, if someone were to stay singular or if they want to commit. It's a very, very big ordeal, it seems like. But we also have with it the Five of Pentacles. So this person is dealing maybe a lot more with finances. This, I don't know why I'm picking up on outside, like, weather as well. So let's see. Will Tim end up reaching out to D? Will Tim end up reaching out to D? Will Tim reach out to D? Please give me some sort of time frame. So as far as like establishing a time frame too, if you're expecting them to reach out, or when your opportunity may feel more approachable, your energy may be more in alignment together to interact or do whatever it is that you're looking to accomplish with the connection. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. So a little bit slower energy, but the Ace of Pentacles is something that's worth waiting for, something that you both see a lot of value in. Then we also have the Death card, which is just Scorpio energies. So this is kind of towards the end of the week, so to say. And then the Three of Cups in the reverse. So I'm picking up on weekend energies, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday kind of thing. So that might be a timeline of when to really step forward towards this person, engage in those kind of conversations. Yeah, Venus has been in retrograde, but she's about to go direct, y'all. So this is a good time to start thinking about these connections and, you know, being true and honest and open with your feelings, I guess. All right, so I hope that resonated with you, D. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a look. It looks like Shantavane. I think I always say your name wrong, so I do apologize. Yes, thank you, D. Thank you. I can do like a quick 1 or 2 card follow-up just because you did do quite a bit more than the $1. So if you have just a quick follow-up, I can pull like a couple of singular cards. Actually, I'll probably choose runes. I think that will be a nice touch. Alright, all respect to your request. Thank you so much, D. No, for real, like, I completely cannot thank you enough for the donations, and I'm excited to get some new equipment for the channel to make my life easier and to make my content more enjoyable to watch, and on a more timely fashion, really. That's the main concern here. Alright, and we're gonna move on to Shanta's. Okay, so your first question, will you be successful dropping, or what do you see? Okay, so there's just kind of four singular questions. Successful dropping extra pounds. Okay, I think I'm gonna use all the same tarot deck. Alright, so the first one. Sweet. Yes, thank you for clarifying. Will you be successful dropping these extra pounds? What do you see for your friends, new friendships, career-wise? Spirit, please open up to a higher sense of Spirit, answering her 4 questions at hand. 1, will she be successful with losing these pounds? What's coming next for her in terms of friendships? The next one was, what was the third one? Career. Will she be famous? Friends. Career. Spirit, please give me 5 cards to start clarifying each of these energies. First. Alright, so first we're going to start off with 4 basic cards. I have 1 card pulled so far for each of the questions, and then we'll build off of it to clarify. So the first question at hand was, will you be successful in this lifestyle change of maybe losing a couple of pounds, changing your eating habits, healthy habits, which, by the way, this Virgo full moon coming up, like I said, Virgo is earth sign, it's body work, so it's really good for doing any of those lifestyle changes. Also for any sleep patterns as well. So that kind of stuff is already encouraged, really. And so it's a really good chance of having a really positive outcome. And will you be successful dropping these pounds? Let's see what they have to say. So we have the 6 of Swords right now. This can seem like a lot of work, or something that you think that you have a long, slow road ahead of you. But this card is, a slower moving energies, but it's also something that is going to make you feel better mentally. This is all about moving into calmer waters because there's these ripples and then everything else happens to be just clear flat. So this is moving into clear waters, which that kind of change can make you feel mentally clearer. It could also make you feel more invigorated with your physical health because, he has to physically push the boat itself, which takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of mental strength, determination. It's not easy, but I feel like it is something that you can get in the flow of. Not only is this an air sign, with all of the swords, but we see quite a bit of water in this card. 5 is typically seen as a number of challenge, but I typically don't view it as that. So in that theory, though, of numerology, number 6 is seen as a more successful approach to things, overcoming that challenge with being able to be flexible, to collaborate and do your research and actually look into what methods of approaching that goal work best for you consistently. Because it's all about keeping pace, keeping the strokes, not rocking the boat too much, not doing any kind of crash course diets and stuff like that. Definitely a lot of water. Spirit, will she be successful in dropping these pounds? Spirit, will she be successful in dropping these pounds? Will she be successful in dropping these pounds? I'm also hearing too, if you're not the only one in your household, that you're not the only one on boat, that these other people in the household, if there are, they would also have to establish some of these healthier habits as well, which can make things easier for you in the transition of things. Okay, so this is totally something that you have in the bag. You can definitely accomplish this, but it is at least alluding to us that it is going to be something that you're going to have to really focus on. With the Magician card coming out here, we do see very, very promising and magical results. With the Hierophant itself, this card keeps on showing up today. So this is all about commitment to yourself, to your higher self, to your vehicle of a body, and to your soul as well. So what you're feeding yourself, how that's affecting you vibrationally. But there's a lot of mind and body connection here. Very, very beautiful energies. So with that, the eight of wands try to come out in the reverse. So this isn't something that you're going to get a lot of fast movement in, but it's all about the long term. The long-term commitment has a lot of potential. So don't rush yourself. Don't push yourself to any certain extremes that can deem you unfit. Just be careful there and be patient with yourself. But I do see an opportunity for some really fabulous success there. And especially if you're trying to get that snatched body with the Eight of Wands, which is usually typically a very sexually driven and very passionate, invigorated energy. With the Magician is someone who definitely draws in a lot of suitors, if that's something you're trying to do, or even just boost your own self-esteem, or anyone that you have on your radar, really. Okay, so your second question at hand was any kind of new friendships coming through. What do we have there? Okay, we do have the Page of Pentacles. This could be someone younger than you. It could be an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. More importantly, this person just has a lot of Earth sign energies. They could be really down to earth. They could talk about more finer things in life. This person could be money driven or really smart with their money. Or they could be a little bit frivolous, so to say, since the page is a little bit of a younger energy. This could be someone that you work with, go to school with. You could be distant or like have mutual friends or mutual relatives, or I'm hearing a friend of your relative or vice versa. Like you just may know certain people in each other's life, but like never really knew each other. Like new friendships are coming. I'm not gonna take that. What new friendships are coming? Okay, so thank you for the donation and the 2 questions. I have this last one I am still finishing up here. There's not really time limits on these, so we're just kind of going through. But to clarify this friendship energy, we also have Temperance here, which is Sagittarius. Fix-It Angel, as she's known in the traditional tarot sense, which is a card of divine timing. And nonetheless, do we have Destiny itself with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is something that it's still working towards, but there is definitely forward momentum here, where someone is actually being brought slowly but surely into your life. So any kind of new friendship opportunities, this person is of definite value, and the timing is on point with this connection being brought into your life. So if there's anyone that you're starting to meet or planning to meet, wanting to open up to a connection, that is going to match up perfectly for you. We have the Seven of Swords clarifying that energy, where it's just someone who may be a little bit afraid to reach out at first. This could be a more shy, reserved person. Especially with the Page of Pentacles, they could be soft-spoken. Maybe you're soft-spoken, but you two work really well together. So I'm not too sure if this is a coworker or someone that you see around those kind of environments. But this person would love to help you with any kind of like small day-to-day tasks or any kind of projects that you might have, even the most mundane, which are the real chill kind of friends. This person is very down to earth, where even if you have children or they have children, like some people are a little bit afraid of that kind of dynamic when it comes to friendships, but it's like, nah, they might have a really cool kid. Okay, so we're gonna move on into the next category, which would be, this one was for your career, so we're gonna take a look there. the Page of Swords. So this is a very well-spoken, someone who's very well off on their own, has a good head on their shoulders, a very independent, efficient, and sufficient worker. So this is a card of recognition, I would say. The page, again, there's a lot of page energy here, which is new, fresh starts, new opportunities, so to say again. But this would be if you're applying for any kind of new job, to really make sure you're double checking over any kind of paperwork that you're submitting or anything that you're typing. Typos could be very, very easy to approach and run into, so just be aware of that. What else is coming next in your career? What else is coming next in your career? I'm not going to take that. What else is coming next in your career? What else is coming next in your career? Okay, so in your career, you may not be quite where you envisioned yourself to be or where you had planned to be so far, and that's absolutely okay. You know, we have the wheel already out here with destiny and timing, and then in your career area, we actually have a lot of air sign energies with the page came out first. So again, just kind of that youthful but also being noticed energies. With the Two of Wands, if you're already hired by someone, they can see long-term potential with you. But there's also a sense of competition. So they could realize too that if there are certain changes, certain details, certain fine print that needs to be revised or looked closer into consideration, because there may be some better options out there. And this could be for you personally if you're not satisfied with any kind of current employment. Maybe that is a situation. We also have with it the Knight of Swords. So this is a fleety kind of energy, but also someone who's really good with establishing, you know, there's a very strong business conversation power dynamic going on here. So if there's anything that you're displeased with in your current career, try to talk about it to any of your superiors, any of your coworkers, see what your options are there. But otherwise, if you're trying to expand with the Two of Swords and start to look for something better, this is a total green light with all that air sign, especially ending it with the Knight energy. Very much of a push forward and a push towards the right direction. Also, you would be really good at any kind of interview opportunities, any kind of job that may deal with more of the air sign qualities, or whatever really works best for you. So I hope that resonates for that career area. And we're going to end up this last question in here. If you are just joining, we are doing $1 readings. Anything more than that is a true donation towards the channel, but all payments go towards all of the tools and whatnot. So thank you for all joining me. If you haven't subscribed as well, to be notified for these cool live events. I also like to play some music. I play the handpan drum every now and then when we just kind of clear the space after so many readings, so we keep the energy flowing. So thank you for joining me, and I plan to be posting some videos with some content of me actually doing some other things other than tarot readings. So it'll be fun to see how the channel grows in the future, to be honest. We are going to finish this last reading. We have one more pile for will you become famous is the question at hand. Maybe what kind of qualities can you try to enhance in your energies to help attract more of, you know, I'm hearing an F word. I'm hearing foundation, but that's not, it's like funds. What is the word? Abundance, but I meant to say finances. I don't know. Let's see, we have some payments that are coming in, which are cool. Cool. We got $1 through Venmo from Susan. Hey, you were here last night. How are you doing today? And then we have Lovity Green. So let me see who's all next. Okay, so Lovity, you'll go first. And then Susan, I'll get you. I see you. Okay. First, we're going to finish here with D's energy. Will you become famous? Maybe what can you try to do to enhance that business track for you? Or whatever kind of role you intend to be. So we have right off the bat the Eight of Swords, which is a very self-limiting card. This isn't saying no, this is not something you can do, this is something that you're also holding yourself back from. So this could have a lot to do with any kind of upbringing or any kind of perspective that you hold towards being recognized or being famous. So if you don't ever talk yourself up, that you'll have those opportunities and those chances to actually see yourself successful in that sense. It can be just kind of self-limiting talk, not really feeling brave enough to maybe step up to certain kind of business opportunities. Will D become famous? Will D become famous? Oof. Will D become famous? I'm getting to use a different deck. Spirit, will D become famous? Spirit, will D become famous? Spirit, will D become famous? We start by this Eight of Swords energy. Spirit, will D become famous? No reversals, please. Will D become famous? Wow, so you just saw me shuffle these cards. This is just a sign to really believe in the unbelievable, the most extraordinary, especially the most glamorous things. This magic can happen. I have two separate decks, same card. Eight of Swords yet again. So this is something that you're just truly not believing in yourself, and if you feel like you're trying to push yourself to those limits, you need to kind of check maybe either where you're holding yourself back from still advancing, or take a moment to consider what all you have tried to sacrifice, or what you would be willing to sacrifice in order to gain any kind of popular recognition or advancements in becoming famous, so to say. Like, are you willing to give up certain things? Because you think about like look what happened to Britney. But think about like all these like famous people nowadays. These, I feel like for some reason YouTubers and like TikTokers or people from internet famous get it really bad, but of course big time celebrities also get it pretty bad as far as giving up a lot of personal freedoms and space out in public. Man, I don't think I would be able to do it, but it has its perks, but also it's just I feel like maybe your family also, we have the Strength in reverse, and the Ten of Cups just came out in reverse. Maybe you feel that your intermediate family or friends just aren't quite supportive for you too. That can be a tough hit. You know, those are typically the people that should be the most with you. Maybe they do give you a sense of support as well, but maybe just not in the way that you're wanting to experience it. It kind of came out wrong. Like, I feel like you want them to support you in a certain way, but maybe they're just kind of more sidelined energies. They're not really helping push you to your limits or motivate you in a sense. What can you do to increase your chance of becoming famous? Okay, so I keep getting cards flying. So I'm going to kind of take that as a closed up reading. So I really hope it did resonate with you. Thank you so much for purchasing. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. We have two other readings on the table here. So thank you so much. And Levity is next as well. Levity, ours feeling for you currently. I need to plug my laptop in, so just give me one moment. can't see anything. Okay, Levity. Ours feeling for you currently. And then we will go ahead with Susan's question. I think we're also gonna just take a breather too. We had quite a few off the bat, which is awesome. Love doing these live sessions. They're actually really fun. They're much more engaging than recording videos. So hopefully I will start to do more of this on my channel. Hopefully. Yeah, I haven't played the handpan in a little bit, but that's okay. Just kind of catching a little bit of a breather in Levity. We're gonna go ahead with ours feeling for you currently. All right. Alright, Levity, we're gonna start with your question, start shuffling into your energy to see what ours feelings are for you currently. Spirit, what are ours current feelings for Levity? What are ours current feelings for you, Levity? What are ours current feelings for you? Okay, so we have we have water and earth energies out here. Only those two suits out of the four. So we have a lot of cups energy and we have a lot of earth energy. The first card we have for what is our currently feeling towards you is none other than the Ace of Cups itself, solitude. The Ace of Cups traditionally in, always in tarot is the most divine, the golden chalice, so to say, may your cup runneth over, wanting to love onto others and also to thyself. So this person really sees you as a soul connection. The solitude in this deck though does indicate a little bit of time on yourself to refill your own cup, so to say. But this person could have a little bit of back and forth with you since there is earth sign energies. Now earth and water isn't always so suddenly compatible, or things are a little bit more slow and they have to erode, just because how water makes a river. Today's being some really interesting analogies. But with that, we have the Five of Earth, or the Five of Pentacles, impulse. Now, this person knew straight off the bat. With that impulse in the Ace of Cups, this person has had very, very strong feelings for you since they very first saw you, they met you, or they heard about you. They already knew. They could feel it, maybe even before. you crossed paths. There could have been some divine timing, some weird coincidences, or this person really thinks about a lot of the future adventures that you guys could have together with the impulse and the solitude card. Maybe you guys suddenly decide to meet up or suddenly decide to have a conversation. This person is open to the spontaneous energy, the spontaneousness. But also, we have more cup energy. We have the 10 of cups, the highest of the suits, and it says indulge. So this person again really enjoys your time, your space, your presence. You make this person's heart very, very full. This person could indulge in day after day with you, with the impulse and solitude. There could be some distance, of course. A lot of people tend to be in separation with this energy when they are yearning for more of a familial environment, like 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles energy, just being around family. Because we also have with that the 5 of Cups, vision. This card just came out earlier too for a lot of water sign energies, where this person really envisions themselves indulging with you. Again, the 10 of Cups, seeing themselves with you day in and day out. This person definitely could be missing you. And we have the 8 of Pentacles, exploration. This person sees a lot of future potentials in the relationship, that it has a lot of ways that it can go, and they all end up fairy tale almost. So this person is definitely head over heels for you. They could maybe be a little bit back and forth. I feel like that's just some of the earth sign traits perhaps in their birth chart. So if you know anything about their birth chart, I would definitely look up their Venus placements and what houses and stuff like that, and all of their earth sign placements, because it seems like we have just a lot of water and earth energy. So depending on your signs, take it for what it's worth. I hope that's resonating with you, Lovity. And if you are joining, we are doing just $1 readings. It's just a small energetic exchange, either through Venmo, the preferred method, or PayPal. And if you send the $1 at least, all payments and all donations go straight towards all of the tools for the channel. I recently bought even some new runes, which check these out. They're all copper. They're kind of goldish, but they have like black detailing in them. Ooh. So thank you for everyone who even contributes towards the channel, whether you're purchasing the reading or doing any donations. I do personal recording or even Skype sessions for readings. So all of that gets funded towards cool stuff like this or new decks. All of my payment links are in the description box. I believe my PayPal, if you do at Crown and Castle, it should show up. Let me know how that goes. Some people have issues with it showing up depending on how you're accessing it. I don't know. PayPal's weird. Venmo's the way to go, in my opinion, in my experience. And I'm just double checking for these payments. I do see the second question here for Lovity. And then Susan, we're coming in hot to your... I'm just still learning the runes, and I'm doing it mostly all intuitively. So I've been learning the traditional sense too, and I have a book dedicated to my runes. So I'm still learning the traditional senses, but at the same time trying to teach myself intuitively, which is how I approach tarot as well. Rider-Waite is always a good first deck to start out with, learning numerology, symbolism, the traditional meanings behind them, okay? And then you get into more of the graphic decks that the picture doesn't even... Sometimes they don't. You gotta make those connections. But yeah. Alright, so we're gonna start Lovity's second question was, what does Spirit want you to know about your love life? Okay, that's a pretty good one. Okay. What does Spirit want you to know about your love life? There's not really time caps on these videos, so we're just hanging out, getting a clear answer, indication of what the question at hand is. And for Levity, the second part to your payment is going to be just what kind of general advice does Spirit have for you right now for what's coming next in your love life. And you did mention you're an Aries and he's a Capricorn, which is total, that those relationships can be quite interesting, especially if there happens to be a lot of water being pushed into the mix, can make things very steamy, very challenging. And what does Spirit want you to know about your love life? Okay. What does Spirit want you to know about your love life? Lovity. What does Spirit want you to know about your love life? What does Spirit want you to know about your love life? I'm not going to take those off the floor. Spirit, what do you want Lovity to know about their love life? Spirit, what do you want Lovity to know about their love life? Please clarify this for a sign and listening to intuition. What kind of signs and hints is Lovity to look for with what is coming next in their love relationships? Clarify each of these energies. This deck is pretty big, so it's kind of hard to shuffle for it to sort itself out. Alright, so yeah. Okay, so what Spirit wants you to know for what's coming in your love and relationships, there could be someone that already has their eye on you, or someone that you're actually friends with that could be trying to exit the friend zone, or someone who's trying to approach you as more of a friend to friend energy, but really I feel like this person could be crushing on you realistically. And so we have look for a sign. So someone's trying to, send you some hints. I feel like if you're intuitively picking up on any other people, if you're feeling interested in anyone, listening to your intuition regarding these people, which is the next card, listen to your intuition. I feel like if you know this person already, they could be trying to make it a little bit more obvious for the look for a sign. It could be hiding right in front of you or in plain sight. We have number 14 out here, friendship. 14 for me can indicate Scorpio, just personal connections there, which Scorpio is very mysterious and can be someone who may try to approach it more as a friendship when in reality they have just a really big crush on you, a very big secret. Number 14, friendship. And then also we had number 33, creativity. This card did try to come out in the reverse, so I'm not too sure if this is maybe someone that you just don't see yourself with, or maybe it's just something that you've never really considered, but this person is definitely pining for you if there's anyone that you can pinpoint. But let's say there's not anyone that comes to mind that you suspect this of. Now with this look for a sign and a listen to your intuition, I feel like you could, tower moment, by any chance meet someone possibly soon, that maybe things just really hit off the bat where you feel like your energies work really well together, they flow really well together, you guys have similar creative interests, maybe you listen to the same kind of music or follow certain people, or any kind of similar interest like that. We'll get a couple of tarot cards to clarify this because these are just oracle cards. Just trying to fit them in the box. It's a little bit hard. I don't know why my light is so bright today. Like every time I bang. Alright, we're just gonna get a couple of tarot cards to clarify this. And then we will go into Golden Cleopatra. Yeah, there's definitely several. I'm definitely picking up on one in particular, but you did have number 33, which I can see is multiple attractions. And with creativity, it's like there's so many people, I feel like, that have different interests, that you have a lot of interest yourself, but you're just a very versatile person and you're very formal. Maybe you make friends really easily, or people are just instantly drawn and attracted to your energy, but maybe you kind of keep yourself at a distance. But we'll get more into those details with tarot. Like I said, I can't pick that stuff up entirely from Oracle, so. Alright, Spirit, what other advice do you have for Lovity regarding what's coming for their love and relationships? Spirit, what advice do you have for Lovity regarding their love and relationships? What advice? Spirit, now reversals, please. For Lovity and love and relationships, what advice do you have for Lovity? So what I'm getting for what's coming for you in love and relationship, or not necessarily what's coming, this is just advice that Spirit has for you regarding your relationships and love. Now, not surprisingly, the first card that we have is the Ace of Bows, the Spark of Life, which, let me show that alone. This is the Ace of Bows. I like these ones don't focus very well, this deck. Like, I noticed that. The Wildwood Tarot. But anyways, the Ace of Bows is all about the physical attraction of things. A lot of fire sign energies, so people definitely see you as attractive. This is able to engage and find those kinds of connections. But with that, we have the Two of Bows, or the Two of Wands, fulfillment. Now, whether or not these really strong, very fire connections, if you decide to either hook up with people, we don't judge here, but also if you decide to, with Two of Bows, if you decide to commit to any kind of relationship, there could be a worry of a sense of fulfillment. Will this person fully meet your needs? Maybe you're starting to try to define what you need from relationships, or what you search for in relationships to make you feel fulfilled, or just those kind of things. I feel like it's going a lot deeper than just surface level. You probably don't want to just like date, is what I'm getting. But it's also like you probably don't want to fully commit either. You're just probably in a little bit of a Passover, and honestly, Spirit's saying that's okay to sit in those emotions. With that, the Page of Cups itself. So this is typically seen as a bachelorette energy, but also someone who has some kind of stuff built up that they're working on releasing. This is an Otter. Which I'm seeing that you might be the selfless kind of lover as well. So I feel like if you end up in relationships, you may tend to overgive, or maybe you feel like you open up too quickly and stuff like that. So that could be a little bit embarrassing for you, maybe. But I feel as if, maybe if you're on your own, there might be certain advantages to that as well. I started to get into what may be blocking you, or maybe what kind of blockages you're facing right now, what Spirit has to say about those. And we have the Six of Arrows transition, and then also the Seven of Vessels mourning, but it came out in the reverse. So you may like the thought of not being alone, but I feel like there's something coming through about leaving in the morning. I'm not too sure what that message is, but let me look at these together, because I read the first three. Yeah, they're just, I don't know, there could be some kind of like shame about someone leaving in the morning. If you have just kind of like one night stands, maybe you could just feel a little bit embarrassed about them. Maybe even if there is a natural attraction, and it doesn't have to be a one night stand necessarily, you're just not too sure if it's someone that you could see yourself with long time, with the Six of Arrows, the transition in the Seven of Cups in reverse. I definitely do feel like with this otter, there is a lot of walls being put up, but I feel like there's a lot of people trying to enter into your space right now. There's a sense of also not wanting to give up some of your own personal power. I feel like this isn't a big step of boundaries. I feel like this is very personal energies, very healthy setting of boundaries, and not letting certain energies just walk in and out of your auras. So just being conscious of that. But I would say it's kind of in a positive sense, where I feel like there's just some mental things that you're already aware of, some true red flags that may show green, where the green and red lights stand between you and any kind of intimate relationships. So I would just intuitively trust that, and don't be afraid right now to block yourself off from certain connections. But I'm getting, in the meantime, it's best spent defining on what exactly it is that you're searching for in relationships and what brings you a sense of fulfillment. Maybe that is, intimately, physically speaking, what brings you pleasure, but also who sparks your own zest for life and also makes you feel energized. Pay attention to the energies that people are leaving when you're hanging out with them. Is that something that you could see yourself interacting with day to day? Is it something that leaves you feeling refreshed or drained? So picking up on other people's energies and, stuff like that. So I hope that's resonating with you. Let me know how that's going here. I'm gonna start to look at everything else. Thank you, Lovity. It was fun. And Susan is next. Your question is if you'll be moving in the near future. You had a vision twice. Cool. This one's actually a really cool one. So, if you'll be moving in the near future. Sweet. Susan, are you still in here? How are you doing today? And if you are still joining, if you recently joined, we are still doing just $1 readings. It's just the minimum. If you decide to pay anything more than that, even the payment itself is considered a donation towards the channel and towards all of these lovely decks and tools and crystals that I just buy for these energies here. And we do have one reading we're going to start with for Susan. It's going to be a really fun one, actually. I'm actually going to use a deck I haven't used in a while. This is also a really nice deck that I love, which is upside down. The Sacred Destiny Oracle. These ones are really, really cool. They have a very soft energy to them. In the book with the descriptions, it's a trip. And I don't always like the books, you know, I don't always read all of the book definitions either when I get a new deck. For some of them I do go through it, but this one has so many. And the descriptions honestly are really, really beautiful for each of the cards. And when I say beautiful, it's not only that they're like written very well, but also they're just very descriptive and it's really clear messages. Alright, so for Susan, she wants to know if she'll be moving soon. I'm good. I'm glad to see you back in here as well. The live readings I'm having a blast with them as I like start to learn how to use YouTube more. But also I want to change this whole setup, which is in the works. If you'll be moving in the near future, you had a vision twice. Okay. Spirit, will Susan be moving soon? Spirit, will Susan be moving soon? I'm going to start off with a different oracle deck just to get more movement, flow, yes or no clarification. These cards don't have a lot of movement to them. They have a lot of other good stuff, but Spirit, will Susan be moving soon? You've given her these visions. Spirit, is there something you would like Susan to see? Will she be relocating? Will she be moving? Spirit, please clarify these visions of Susan's. Will she be moving or relocating? Spirit, please clarify these visions you've blessed Susan with. Okay. So the first card coming out, we have number 18, openness, very high crown chakra energies. There's no way to escape the glare. But it is crown chakra energy, being open at the light of the moon, more of your intuition being untapped during sleeping hours. And number 18 also adds up and compounds down to a 9. I'm just getting that as a clear indicator that you are being very receptive to these messages and you are receiving them for a purpose. So we're going to just get more details into that. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is a blatant yes. They are trying to lift the veil and show you what's coming next, perhaps. We have another compound down to, we have a 3, sorry, not another one, but a 9. I'm not going to take that. Spirit, will Susan be relocated? Please clarify these visions you've given to her. Spirit, will Susan be relocated? Please clarify these visions you've given to her. Okay, so we have number 39, acceptance. So this is very grounding brown energy, more of the root chakra as well as the sacral chakra. And 39 adds up to a 12, compounds down to a 3. So this acceptance card, being essentially the number 3, can show that there's a lot to be offered to you right now, or at least in the near future. Spirit's showing that by being open and receptive in your crown chakra, and also by seeing these visions, if you're trying to manifest any kind of opportunity for you to accept, to maybe relocate, Spirit's saying that those windows and those doors of opportunity are well open for you. Especially if that's something that you're trying to search for, or if you're open and allowing your energies to be more flexible in case any opportunity calls anywhere, really. We also have with that number 17, inner knowing, more crown chakra, purple energies. This is actually the cover art for this deck. So I see this as a very, very strong card. This is just showing that you're very, very active in those upper chakras and open to whatever kind of divine messages, spirit or your higher selves or your spirit guides, whatever they're trying to send to you right now. You're very, very open and receptive with that openness card coming up first. Most susceptible at night, so if you do any kind of nightly meditations or any kind of thing later on in the evening or super early in the morning before sunrise, can be very well enhanced with speaking and communicating or manifesting, anything like that. Yeah, so it's funny that you say that, because the first card compound down to a 9 with number 18. The second card, number 39, adds up to a 12, compounds down to a 3. The other one's 17, which is just an 8 here, but a very, very powerful card for the whole deck itself, really. Then at the bottom of the deck, we also did have number 25, throat chakra right here, be candid. So this is actually vocalizing any kind of affirmations with manifesting. Music as well, any kind of air quality music, podcast, things that you listen to, guided meditations. And also getting like neck support as well could be important. But let's get a couple more cards here to clarify, if this is something that is truly coming towards you, how that may show up for you as far as relocating or changing and shifting your energies in certain areas of life. So you might not be moving entirely, but things in your life could be shifting. Shout out. Oh. Alright, Spirit, please clarify. Will Susan be moving? And if not so, what areas of her life are shifting? Please clarify these visions that you have given her regarding relocating. I think what we'll do, since we did use quite a few oracles, Spirit, will Susan be moving in life? Spirit, will Susan be relocating and moving in life? And if so, what areas of her life are shifting and adjusting? Okay, so there could be a couple of dynamics going on with, if you are starting to feel like you may have overstayed your welcome, and that may not be from an actual hostess, but this could just be the energies in the physical surroundings, in the physical environment that you're at. We have the Six of Swords here, so this is moving on to calmer waters. This is a sense of having to push through some things, honestly, or having to just wait things out for things to get better. Maybe you have been waiting for maybe your living situation to improve. And we also have the Seven of Wands. So this is something you could have been struggling with for a while. Maybe it's something that you've wanted to do. Maybe you've wanted to relocate for quite some time. I feel like in the past situations, maybe you've been forced to relocate, or maybe some unforeseen or unplanned events actually happening and causing you to relocate. Maybe in this time, you feel you're a little bit more in control of the situation. The King of Pentacles. This is someone who wants to either buy a house. Maybe you could be investing a little bit more money into your living environment. Maybe you're just looking for an upgrade. I feel like it's something that you've really worked for, honestly, with the Six of Swords and the Seven of Wands. This is someone who's put their back into it. So you could literally be ready. And with that, with the Five of Wands, it tried to come out in the reverse. So this is wanting to be done, having to fight, having to struggle. Maybe you don't have certain amenities in your household if you have to like go and do laundry somewhere else. So this could be a type of situation where maybe things are just easier with a new location. Maybe there's certain kind of structural improvements. Yeah. I don't know if there's any kind of current conflict, if you're having to board with other people, if there's other people currently living with you. There could be just a little bit of tension in your current household if there's multiple people or any kind of roommates. And at the bottom of the deck, clarifying everything, we do have the Nine of Pentacles. So if you have been living with other people, maybe you're starting to do a little bit more independency. Maybe you have your own place, which could be a huge step up for you, where you no longer have to, collect everyone else's payment and round everyone up and remind them that bills are due. Yes, it definitely is more home energy. The King of Pentacles has their own throne. They have their own rightful place, very grounded, very stable, very homey. And it's very proud too. That could be like a really big move for you. So if that is something you decide to advance on, toots to you, because that's a very big decision. But it seems like you're really in your power for that, so I would say totally go for it. Yeah, I hope that resonated with you. Just kind of give it a clear, on point answer. Especially if it's just something you're starting to energetically pick up on, that you're being called elsewhere, or that there's just a healthier environment being aligned for you right now. So if you're going house hunting or you're starting to consider those things, the universe will make those kind of spaces for you and you'll fit in just fine. Alright, I've been on here for about an hour and a half. I think I will be going. These are just short and sweet kind of readings as I'm getting used to live. If you are just joining, I do have time for a couple of more. We are doing just $1 readings. Otherwise, anything more than $1, even the payment itself, is all just funneled towards the channel, towards all of the decks, all of the runes, computer, camera stuff. So thank you for everyone who donates or anyone who, decides to interact by doing the energetic exchange. So thank you, Golden Cleopatra Susan. Thank you so much. I'll see you hopefully next time if you decide to join us again anytime in the future, which I don't know the next live stream that I'll be doing. Alright, I think I will end it here on a good note. So thank you everyone. And I will be hopefully uploading a video here in the next coming days as I get a new computer coming through the mail. Bye, I'll see you next time.